And we are live. Good afternoon, March 30. Wow. Can you say rumble? Back to back. Nailed Inovix yesterday. Told you we'd wake up to a $2 day. Told you rumble. Pendulum is swinging. Record quarter for rumble, up 21% after hours. That's good for $2 more. Wow, he's rolling. He is rolling. Let's read some of this rumble. Skiltskin, huh? Let's see. 216% increase in uploaded videos. Wow. Revenue came in at 20 million. Consensus was 10. That's double the consensus. Wow. Oh boy, and this is the big one. Global monthly active users increased up 80 million, which is a 142% increase over Q4. The pendulum has swung and it is not done. I expect these numbers to continue going up. I expect the stock to continue reacting this way. It's at 11.20, close the day today at 9.32. Oh yeah, they tried to dump it. It was at 8.79, then they ramped into the close like they knew. Just wow. Just wow. Just a wow. Let's see, anything else in here that's notable? You know what else they're doing is, I'd like to see, they're doing a Zoom a little bit later. I want to see what they're going to do with their cloud, because that's going to be unreal. Increase 142% average users. Oh my god, this thing is screaming. Up 25%. I mean, it was obvious to see revenue up 579%. Wow. Cash on hand, 303 million. Market cap's ripping now. $3.3 billion company. I expect it to be 10 in short order. Wow. Congrats, everybody. Congrats. Am I in focus? I fucking hope so. A little bit out. Let's see. Sorry, hang on. Fuck it. Just to fuck it. Just fucking incredible. God, what a 2-day span. Let's see. ES. So if you follow my tweets today, I was talking about ES and the algo, the sell algo that was on. Let's see if I can pull it up here. I can't pull it up on our screen. Sorry about that. That'll be, I'll start doing that maybe a couple weeks. I'll start sharing screen and showing you guys what I see and how I see it. But today was kind of obvious. It was another gap up day, and then let's see, I already turned it off. Gap up, and then they just tried to break through 40.85 on futures. Come on, get a little bit higher, yes. But they just couldn't do it. I mean, it was just pretty obvious. You pull up a 15-minute candle, every candle's cap is nothing open or closed. No candle open or closed higher than 40.85. And one little spike up to 40.88 and then immediately down. Following candle was tried to retrace, but it couldn't quite get there. Same thing, tested the 85, and then the algo clicked on. When this happens, you can kind of see it. I mean, it was a brick wall at 85, and then every uptick, then they just kind of slap it back down, slap it back down, slap it back down. And what happens is they'll push it lower. They'll let it come back about 50% maybe. Usually not too much more, 50%. Sometimes they'll get it to 75% retracement of the previous candles. And then they'll just dump it back down. Retrace, dump, retrace, dump. And if you put a line from when it started around 9:30, actually it started a little bit later. You can see by the volume spike. Yeah, so you see at 9:30, there's a 9:33, there's a little volume spike and it's down. So it's a higher volume. That's usually an algo clicking on or off. Retraced it, and then from there it started the downtrend. So if you draw a line from the top of those candles downward, you can see every time it hits it down, hits it down, hits it down, hits it down, then tested above, and then failed, and then it was the flush. That's the last flush. Got to 4061, and then tried to get back up, touches that downtrend, and then breaks above. When that happens, and you saw volume increase when it broke above, they click the algo off, and then there's a little bit of retrace there, not much, around 1 o'clock, 1:10 today, and then it was just that algo was off, so let's just easily move right back up. It's once you start seeing these turn on and off, you can ride the wave. So I was short most of the morning, riding this wave, waiting for that volume, the volume to uptick, breaking the candle downtrend. So that's what I see. I'll show you guys more when I get that all set up. I'm just so, back to back 20% days. First ENVX and now Rumble is at 12. I don't think. Oop, there she goes. 12:20. I don't think it stops for a while. Congrats if you're long any one of these calls. Dear Lord, I wasn't. I'm long leaps though, so I'm happy about that. I am happy about that. I love it. Let's switch gears over to Novix. Bears are getting louder because they're getting more and more offsides. Funny. Back-to-back green days. Yesterday, obviously, up 20%. Today, up another. I think at one point, it opened 13.95, spiked to about 14.50. Sold off to. It kissed the 200-day moving average and immediately popped 20 cents off it and never looked back. We'll see how that one goes forward. I wouldn't expect too much. Things usually need to consolidate a little bit, but this is by far its best 2-day. Maybe not its best 2-day, but best 2 days since last August. So let's see how that shapes up. I'd obviously like to see more continuation, but I mean, who's complaining? It's 14.20. It was $6 about a month ago. So yeah, but bears keep getting louder because if they like selling it at 6, they love selling it at 14. Come on, guys. It's easy to see the shift. The big reset in January. It was easy to see the shift. And that presentation, a couple weeks ago with Raj, you could just see the difference in the company and the vision and who they brought on and where those people were from, and then the announcement of the Malaysia site and partnership there is, it's just the beginning. It really is. This thing's still early. So early. I do want to talk about gold is still sitting at 2,000. Bitcoin actually got up to 29,000, I think, last night. It's back down about 1,028. It's kind of sitting here. I think tomorrow will finally get us. So this is the thing. We're at the pretty much the top of our SPX at the top of our nearing the top of our 10-month range here. Let's see, how long has it been? I guess we're not really at the top. 42, I'd actually call the top of the range. 42, 36, 42, 36. Things have been getting tighter and tighter. And this PCE might break us either up or down. Who knows? But based on today, I mean, I'd imagine up, but who knows? The thing about it is really the only things that have really cratered the market have been black swan events. So you had the real financial crisis in '08 that cratered the markets. Obviously, September 11th cratered the markets. The markets were shut, I think, that whole week. Again, black swan event. '08 was, I mean, you could kind of see that one growing a little bit, but not many did. Everybody was complacent and high off the rebound of '01. And then not much has really been able to take us down. We had a little bit of a taper tantrum when the Fed first raised rates in 2016, 17, whatever it was. But that's not really a black swan. That's just turmoil. Not even turmoil. It's just adjusting, the market adjusting. And then you have this, banking crisis, if you want to call it that, this past 2 weeks. Yet here we are, stuck in range. You had Fed speakers out today saying the same garbage they always say. Those the narcissists who just need to talk all the time. Who was it today? It was Kashkari and I don't even know. Who cares? They're all dumb. And every time they open their mouth, the market's reminded that they're pretty much manipulated by a bunch of fucking idiots. But I think Kashkari is one of the worst of all time. But whatever. But here we are. We're sitting at SPX closed today at 40.50. We had like 10 banks fail. Everybody's chirping about contagion. And the market's going to crater and die. Yet here we are at 40.50 going into another massive PCE number. So my theory is only black swans crash the market. And this banking quote-unquote crisis, I don't think is a black swan event. This is just fallout from rapid rising rates and a bunch of dumb shit banks that don't know how to run shit. Fed said for 9 months now that they're going to raise rates to 5.25. Basically, when they started raising rates, they've been saying it's going to get to this level. They said it repeatedly for a long time. And these banks didn't do shit about it. If it was unknown, JP Morgan would be screwed, Goldman Sachs would be screwed, Bank of America would be screwed. Yeah, they all got hit for sure. They're going to have to take on a lot of the small regional dog shit banks books, but they're all fine. Yeah, their stocks are down a bit. They're all fine. They'll live. And now you got the Fed window back open where these guys can just borrow as much as they want when they need it. How are they going to crater if that happens? So what is the black swan? Is it I think it's something the government's going to do. War or debt ceiling or just something stupid. Because we're run by stupid. But in terms of the market, I don't think anything we've seen is a black swan. Yet. So if PCE comes in, if it comes in line, we're going to do the same shit. Chop, do nothing, market makers win. If it comes in light, I think we rip back up to 41. What's that top here? 40.78. If it gets through 40.78, we're at 41.28. And everything certainly seems like it wants it. Trend is up. We finished at what? Monthly high. After all the bank fallout, we're back right to where we started. So if it comes in light and we rip, if we rip through 40.78, I mean, that's only 28 points higher. I think we got another 50 at least. And if we get through 40.28, I don't see why 41.50 isn't out of the question. Now, if it comes in hot and we tank, we got less to hold us up. 40.10 down to 39.50 pretty quick after that. So we'll see. Stay nimble. Rum's up 25%. That's just well done, Rum. Well done. And this is, again, I think this is just the beginning as well. The pendulum has just... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I love futures. I just love them. They're the best. You know why? Because I was long going into the close, and they held it under 40, tried to hold it under 40.50 so they can expire those 40.50 calls worthless. There's like 75,000 traded today, and they like to hold it under there and cuck everybody who's long those. But if you have futures, right when they close it, futures pop 2 points and then slowly drifted higher because that's the way the market wanted to go. And because options are closed, they can't manipulate it. Futures. And yes, they manipulate the market. Prove me wrong. Comment, prove me wrong. Oh, let's see. Meta. Wow, Meta looks like a massive breakout coming. Again, PC tomorrow could crush it. God, Nvidia just itching for higher. If PC is down and the market rips, this could have a 10-point day really easy. I actually thought it was coming today, but I should have been smarter. You can't have a huge move in front of PC data. But look at that chart, dear Lord. But yeah, still overpriced. Yeah, so is literally every stock in the market right now. So what are you going to do? Buy shitty ones that are overpriced or good ones that are overpriced? That's the difference. AI is, the stock AI broke out today. The shorts, I think, on this one are getting absolutely smushed. I think it's 28% still. And they just got crushed on the old hype narrative. Wrong. I was asked about GDX versus GLD the other day. GLD tracks the price of gold and GDX tracks the gold miners. I actually didn't look at a GDX chart recently, and the market historically just hates these names. Just hates them. Doesn't matter what they do, they hate them. But it's actually on a pretty good run here, and it broke through cloud resistance today. I'd buy pullbacks on this. If this thing gets back down to 30, I'd probably go long. But I missed it. I should have been thinking about it, and I missed it. I love gold miners. Because gold really only goes up. Look at that chart. Talk about price stability. A store of value. For some reason, every time I do these, I burp a lot. It's kind of weird, but whatever. Alright. Was there something else? Oh yeah, Intel. So Intel's on a pretty good run. I mentioned this a few weeks back when we first started talking about AI, and Oh no, it was Nvidia Investor Day, 2 weeks ago. I mentioned it that they were thinking about working with Intel to build some of their chips, and the market just did not react to it at all. It was actually down that day. I think that was the low. But since then, it's up $6 and just broke out. It's coming up into big ass resistance, but it's a good one to keep an eye on. It's a $136 billion company. But did I talk about this yesterday? Shit, I might have. My brain is getting fried. But Intel's a good one to keep an eye on. The other one I thought was going to do well, and I longed it a while ago in the 120s. This is way before I was doing this. It was IBM. I thought IBM was on the verge of a full-on comeback, but they're kind of right back to where I bought them. However, I'm getting a nice div from them, so that's fine. Let's see. Rates are chilling. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. Today was fun. Tomorrow's gonna be really fun. Because not only do you have PCE, God, the 10 years at 355. Remember, 2 weeks ago was at 420? Dear Lord. Those kind of moves are nuts. But yeah, I don't know. IBM, I'm probably over it when you got Nvidia, because IBM came out this. They had an announcement like a year ago. I completely forgot about this actually, which is kind of the impetus of why I bought it in the first place. I thought they created some chip that cut power by like 70% or something. I don't know what happened to that. I'll look into it later. I'll leave it at that today because tomorrow's PCE, so that's going to change a lot of what looks good today, because it could look better tomorrow or it could look way worse. LRCX, I think, is actually on the verge of a breakout. $434. Sorry, $534. Above that could run all day. Yes, slowly moving up. All right, I'll leave it at that. Congrats on the Rumbles. That's a good one. Rumbles. Get it? Rumbles. Yeah, that's a dad joke. All right, so I'm definitely out of here now. All right, good luck. Congrats on ENVX, which had a huge day. Rumble's about to have a huge day. It's up almost 30% after hours. We got in this one $3 ago now. Almost $4. We'll see how tomorrow shapes up. PCE at 7:30 in the morning, and I will see you tomorrow afternoon. All right, love you guys. Bye. Get some sleep.